Welcome back, guys. Jet Scott here as always. You'll notice Von Duque behind us. Look at that No Name Master shirt. Look at that.
Just one word.
And we're taking a break from the Barracuda because, well, Dad loves his van. So I had this carburetor here from Jegs. This is their version 2 of their house brand carburetor. 600 CFM mechanical choke. 16710 is the part number. And I wish Jegs would stop messing around with these vacuum secondary piles of crap and would just make a double pumper like any company would who wants to make a good carburetor. But they do make pretty nice stuff. I like that first one, and this one I figured, you know what, this is their revised version. Oh, and here's that version 2 carburetor. I was going to do a review on it just like I did on that first one, but never did get around to it really. We're going to lose all of our paperwork. Dad, grab all the paperwork and take this phone too. But they did make it look real nice. Look at that. It's got dual sight glasses on both sides now. Look at that. There's no more stickers. It's all engraved, the logos. So that's real nice. Zinc plating on the choke horns leaves a little bit to be desired. But everything else looks real nice. It's got a nice even finish. They sacrificed on the base plate. It used to have the nice stainless steel linkage, and now it's just got the cheapo zinc plated stuff. It used to have slotted holes here. They got rid of that. But we do have ambidextrous freaking float bowls now, which is super nice. So you can put the fuel inlet on either side of the carburetor. And I like this way this carburetor was kind of designed. I just wish, you know, it's also got adjustable air bleeds. Look at that.
Got caps on the vacuum ports.
Yeah, it's already got caps. So the idea is we're going to ditch this, I think it's a 750 Holly that was on the van, and go to the 600. So out with that, in with this. I wonder what my brother's doing. We're not going to point any fingers or throw any names out there, but on the Chryslers you got that little stud that sticks through, and kind of always got to hog out one of them holes so that little stud right there will fit through. Well, someone was being extremely gentle, like Prison Room loved gentle, and somehow the accelerator pump cam decided it didn't want to exist anymore. So here we are with super glue and a baby drill bit, and we're gonna glue it together and run another screw in there to hold that pump cam in there. But feeling that pump cam, that was pretty cheesy plastic right there they used. It ain't like the real Holly pump cams. That was pretty flimsy.
Yeah, it didn't take much. And
yeah, it just took that right amount and just boom, blew open. So
I was trying to be gentle.
Well, you got to be a little more gentle than prison sex, Michael.
That's all I know. I'm a Scot.
Anyways, I'm going to go TIG weld an intake manifold, and when we get ready to put that carb on. So one neat thing about these carburetors, they got this little tag on them. Quality control, inspected. Well, that don't mean crap because the accelerator pump ain't set up even close to being right. Michael, you can see how compressed he's got that spring, because that arm is what activates. You know, you turn the throttle, the pump cam runs on this arm here, and that pushes down on that. There you go. Now you're getting there. And it depresses this, and it shoots fuel out of the squirters. That way you got fuel to compensate for the air when you open it up. Well, the way that was set up is that arm was already depressed, which means it's going to allow fuel just to drizzle. And you can't have that. You want to have about a piece of paper that's slipped between this arm and this one. Like on this 660 right here, this is a great example of the clearance you want. It's not very much, but it's not depressing on it. You can wiggle this around on top of it without moving it. So we're adjusting that because that has to be right. Look at that pretty son of a gun on there. That's a nice looking carburetor from over here. All right, Dad. Well, we got that Jegs carburetor on there. We haven't done anything to it. No adjusting, no nothing. See if she'll fire up, Michael. Of course, I ain't got no fuel yet.
Oh, it's filling up the fuel bowls now, right?
Yeah. As you smoke a cigarette. Fantastic. Come on, baby.
I ain't squirting any gas yet.
No gas yet? You guys are familiar with Von Duque, and there's my brother. Dad's old street van. Yeah, okay, I forgot that's all hooked up so you can do all that. Yeah, she's squirting now. Yeah, better let that battery charge up. Try number 3. The battery got enough juice in it.
Float level looks really low.
It's a relatively cold day here in Kansas today. Oh, we better zoom out. Sorry, guys. And those pistons and everything's going to be covered in carbon, so she's going to run kind of ragged for a while. All right, we're going to let her run and do a little adjusting. It looks like that front float needs to be raised up a little bit. It's a little bit low in my opinion. Deactivated the choke.
Black smoke on this side.
Well, it's going to be a lot of residual, dude. That squirter is just limping fuel out. Like the orifices are too big. Just kind of feather it a little bit. That's hot. It's like putting the whole fuel discharge out at once. I mean, it's working. That flow level getting any better, dude? Alright, well, we've only got the float adjusted. By the way, guys at Jegs, your finish and gas, they don't go well together. See that? It already... Oh, no, look at that. It's okay. It's coming right back. I thought maybe it was kind of... No, it's still strong. It's not coming up. Alright, I lied. But yeah, it's starting to run better and better. We wired the choke open because that choke sucks. Here, let me get out of here. Well, so far, so good. The Jegs carburetor is, even though the pipes and everything and pistons will be coated with soot, she's not rolling coal anymore. Of course, it could have just been one of those circuits on that old Holly being all plugged up, but definitely running better, that's for sure. Michael, put her in gear, see how she idles. I think it's going to be kind of low. I'd idle that up. I'm not a big fan of that low of an idle. That's almost dying. The double J. Oh, she's running better and better. Michael, you killed it trying to do a burnout. What the heck? Right into the side pipe. It'll take a while for all that shit gets cleaned out of them side pipes, that's for sure. Oh, Von Duque is cool. See, that thing will fire right back up. No gas pedal, no nothing. That's not bad. Couple cranks, fired right up.
Yeah.
Idling good, strong, put her in gear. See how she idles then. That's good, yeah. Now that your van has a carburetor and it's all back together, what says you did?
Getting a little closer, I guess.
You happy with that Jegs brand carburetor?
It's upside down. Oh, yeah. A little sketchy on that float adjuster.
Yeah, on the accelerator pump cam deal. But you know what? We got it all fixed. It's all minor things. I mean, for what they think they charge like $360 for them, I think that's the list price. That's not bad for a carburetor that looks like that and comes out of the box, fires up nice and good, and don't really need to do anything to it.
All right.
I think that was a pretty good deal. What says you, Michael? You like them?
Sure.
I like them if they were double pumpers, though. Be a lot better. Well, it's got Dad's approval, so I guess that's really all that matters.
Give it a start.
Yeah, once it's got the doghouse on there, it'd be better if it would start. And we'll eventually get back to work on old Von Duque. Side pipe is definitely clearing up. Michael, come over here. Get out of the camera shot. God dang. Jeez. Like you were born and raised in a freaking chicken coop. Like Anna. Like Anna. Yep. I think that'll just about do her for old Von Duque. We got the new carburetor on there. Dad's been wanting to do that for a while. Gals, so we're not actually going to end the van video because, well, you'll see float bulbs off. So the van's been running worse than with the old Holly that was on there. And in fact, what was it doing, Dad, the other day? Or just now?
Backfiring.
It's been blowing like...
And blowing black smoke. Like
it's been putting
engine.
Michael's truck to shame how much diesel smoke it's been blowing. And I guess, what was it, today? It was dumping fuel out of the vent tube, just geysing out.
Yeah.
Well, upon inspection, they pulled the float bowl off. This is the gasket that came out of the front of the carburetor. The only gaskets that ever look like that are like 50-year-old original Holly double pumper gaskets. So that was junk. That was causing it to run like crap. So we were having an issue getting the secondary float adjusted.
It was leaking gas out of the bowl.
Yeah. Oh, and the accelerator pump was leaking, right? That's what you said. So.
And it wasn't an accelerator, it was that gasket that was leaking.
Bowl gasket.
And then we couldn't get this float set.
Yeah.
And we took it apart. Now it's working, I guess. And then that one decided to go all wonky.
Okay, so this float assembly is very similar to a Holly, except they got a lot of extra solder on there. It's not very well done. I don't know who built these carburetors for Jegs, but I'm just going to go ahead and put it out there. I don't recommend it. So this is all standard stuff here. It's all pretty much the same, just a direct copy. However, this float, when it was sitting there idle, you know, like this, it was sprung all the way up, 100%. And come to find out, the spring they use is way too powerful. Because when you hold like this spring up, the float should be pretty relaxed. And when you hold this one up, it was like this. It sprung all the way to the top and smacked itself. So this float was always, the needle was always shut. So it wasn't really letting any fuel in. So we took the spring out, and a lot of guys will leave the spring out. So now this can actually move. Otherwise it wouldn't. Like when that spring was in there, when it was like upside down, it was like this. Put it back up, it was like that. So sorry for recommending it. Also, you'll remember if you watched the original Jegs carburetor video, the metering plate had jets in it. They had a jettable rear metering plate. Look where they cut corners. That was probably one of the coolest features they had on that, was you'd be able to jet the backside. They got rid of it. So, be quite honest with you, if this carburetor doesn't go back on the van and just work like a carburetor should, it's probably going to go in the trash, not going to lie. Too many issues, just not groovy, not great, but here's that, Michael. That float's already set, so I guess we'll see how the van runs now. Whoa, everybody, don't click off just yet. We have some important stuff, some recapping to do, because that video never really got to be finished. You can see my hair's longer. I am not any prettier, that's for sure. Well, that video was filmed October 30th, I believe, going according to the computer files. I just got done working on some of the editing, and I realized, well, I need to actually recap this. So, The van today, which this is December 19th, isn't running any better. In fact, it's running worse than it did with that other Holly. And I don't know if it's really the carburetor. You know, we need to deep dive into the engine, make sure everything's okay and healthy. But I'll tell you this much, that carburetor is not, like, for the money you're buying, it does deliver fuel and air and mixes it and does that job. But the company, Jegs, really missed the ball on that carburetor. They had a really solid foundation with that first variant they did, which I did a solid review on when I had issues with the Holly brand carburetors. But with this version 2, it was supposed to be improved upon, made better. Mainly because, the old one, it was an FST carburetor, which is made in China, assembled in the States. And literally underneath the Jag stickers, you can feel the FST logo. It's kind of hilarious. But what angers me is that carburetor was supposed to be better in every way, the new one that you saw in the video just now, and it's worse. They literally got rid of all of the cool features that actually matter and ditched them in favor of engraving their logos instead of having the stickers, which is one of my only gripes. You lost your jettable metering plate, which honestly, this day and age, should be a metering block. You lost the nice stainless steel linkage like you find on quick fuels. You lost the slotted bolt holes. You had to go to just a standard pattern. Not a great big deal, but you sacrificed it anyways. The finish, I love or hate, not a big deal. The engravings look nice, but that means nothing. The outward appearance of a carburetor is second to its functionality, and the way the van is running is beyond piss poor. Dad and I kind of got this thing where if something isn't running right, we can't sleep well at night. And we're kind of out of ideas on why the van runs like poop. One of the biggest problems is that transmission and torque converter have been changed, so we don't have timing marks because you time a van off of the bell housing on the torque converter. The torque converter has a timing mark. Well, that's all been changed. So, and you can't time the engine from the front. It's not designed to do that, and you can't fit a timing light in there. Trust me, we've tried. So we can't really get the engine exactly where we think it needs to be. We've rolled up to top dead center, and we've got it about as close as we can to getting it to factory specs, but it still just doesn't run worth a dang. Do I want to throw all the blame at that Jegs carburetor? No, because there might be something else wrong with the engine. But does that mean I'm not going to throw partial blame to the Jegs carburetor? Well, that's up to you guys, really. Honestly, I'm not impressed by it. I think they went backwards way too far. But it's just a shame. It really is. I'm sorry to leave you high and dry. I know, like, the satellite video we just didn't do that well as far as views. I don't know if you guys saw it or you just weren't that interested in seeing the satellite, which is fine. I'm more than happy to take it, put it back in the backyard. If you guys don't want to watch videos on it, that's fine. We'll go on to something else because, as you see right there, is a particular engine that we're starting on already, because I'm trying to keep videos rolling because it's getting colder and colder thanks to wintertime rolling in here in Kansas. So there's going to be days when I don't want to be out here freezing my bedingies off. So trying to stockpile some stuff, get things done, while also gauging what you guys actually want to watch. And that's kind of difficult sometimes, because sometimes you guys, I don't know how the notification system works anymore. YouTube is just incredibly complex, and it's almost hard to understand. So just trying to keep baseline with you guys. Let me know in the comments down below if you watched to this point. I appreciate you guys are awesome. High five right here, thumbs up, you know, just whatever, fist bump. You guys are the best. If you made it this far and you didn't skip through a whole bunch. Let me know in the comments below what car you want to see more of, because the Barracuda is basically done. We just got a couple little cosmetic things we're doing. And just let me know which car you want to see next. And we can't really do the videos on that thing yet because I have a big plan for that thing right there. So stay tuned for that. Anyways, guys, I'm going to hand this off to Dad and me from 2 months ago, roughly. And we're going to end it off. So as always, thank you for watching. But anyways, the van's running good. It's got the Jegs carburetor on there, so fantastic. So look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. And whenever we'll do more stuff on Von Duque, hard to say, but we'll see you then. So as always, take care and bye-bye. Bye-bye.